Hi guys, so I'm gonna title this video more constructive dialogue because it keeps going back and on. But I'll say this person when I know him, he used to not be as constructive as like this. I'm glad we're having this type of conversation because it's a back and forth that is not so like no 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 no. But I'm gonna read some of his comments. He's got 9. Um, so, politician acquired popularity by promising reform for workers. Elected in 1933 and was in power for 12 years. Kidnapped. Okay, hold up. How was FDR in power for 12 years? That's not even possible. That's not even possible. He was a U.S. President. That's not possible. Kidnap citizens and sent to internment camps. Completely take over country's economy. Increase government spending to unprecedented levels. Military spending reaches 35% GDP. Warmongers and brings country into World War II for no reason. Well, I think, and don't quote me on this, I think we were already in World War II. Um, and the reason why we were in World War II was the Japanese attacked us during Pearl Harbor. And this kind of goes against what he was saying because he's always been a big military person. This person's always been kind of a big military person. So this is kind of interesting how he's kind of changed his views on this. I'm just noting that real quick. Guess who I'm talking about? Trick question, because this is applicable to both FDR and Adolf Hitler. Okay. FDR brought this country out of the Great Depression. False. He made it worse. Okay, this is where I'm going to have to do Google real quick. This is my last video for the night, but Great Depression. When you search up who got out of the Great Depression, this comes up. In fact, I'm going to screenshot it. He got out of the Great Depression. That's probably most frequently comment made by President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who died 65 years ago today. Every Democratic president from Truman to Obama has believed it, and each has used FDR's New Deal as a model for expanding the government. And it says the Depression was actually ended and prosperity restored by sharp reductions in spending, taxes, and regulation at the end of World War II. Exactly contrary to the analysis of okay, never mind. Who got America out of the Great Depression? Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The Depression caused majority political changes in America. 3 years into the Depression, President Herbert Hoover, widely blamed for not doing enough to combat the crisis, lost the election of 1932 to Franklin Delano Roosevelt in a landslide. There's tons of questions. Okay, how did Franklin D. Roosevelt get us out of the Great Depression? In 1932, one of the bleakest years of the Great Depression, at least 1/4 of the American workforce was unemployed. When Franklin D. Roosevelt took in office in 1933, he acted swiftly to try to stabilize the economy and provide jobs to relief to those who are suffering. Okay. Franklin D. Roosevelt took us out of the Great Depression. There's just tons of stuff about the Great Depression in here. So, let me go back to the video. Okay, our side has been proven, and we have results. There are social democracies which are thriving. Hello, name an example. I could shit all over them. Okay, I know where he's going with this, but okay, I'm going to ignore that comment. Think about countries like Norway and Sweden. Both of those places have abysmal healthcare. Okay, have you ever guys watched the documentary Sicko? They show that we have more healthcare results, more people getting healthy in these countries. Doctors have incentives to, okay, let's take diabetes, for example. They have incentives in this type of structure to help cure and get their patients, get their patients healthier. They have more of an incentive. And some of these people, they still live very rich in these countries. So the rich aren't suffering in a socialist society. And this is something I also mentioned. The rich don't get rich just by themselves. They have workers. They have employees that help them. All we're asking them is to pay back in a system that they benefited from. That's why I think the rich should have higher taxes. Education system. Almost entirely government run. No choice in schools. Compulsory education. Mandatory curriculum. Healthcare system. Same as education system. Capitalism he's quoting me again. Capitalism and healthcare industry leaves out individuals. The goal of the hospital or insurance companies to make as much money as they can. This is the reason why they exclude people. I've been through the healthcare system. This is why they exclude people, because if you had like multiple surgeries or multiple procedures done, they lose money. I've been through this. They lose money. So people, again, it's hard to explain. People, it's not just they want to accept a bunch of people and that's how they make money. There's a lot of that plays into factor. If someone's had multiple surgeries, I've had people in my family that have had multiple surgeries and and the company hasn't made any money off them. So, again, because the healthcare system is capitalistic in America, it does leave individuals out. Okay. But that's all the comments he left. I'm hoping to have more constructive dialogue. Maybe he'll make a video. I don't know. But I'm kind of liking how he talks. You know, he used to be aggressive with it, but I don't think he's as aggressive now. Okay. Bye.